Hey, how you doing? Good. Can I get a number 3 with no pickles at all? No pickles. And then you can do that large with Coke, not 5, not 4, 3, 2, 1, but a Coke Zero. And then I need a number 5. That's the 10-piece nuggets with barbecue sauce. You could do that large with a Coke, another one of the countdown ones. Not 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but a Coke Zero on that one also. I think that's going to be it. Thank you so much, man. Thanks, appreciate.
Few moments later.
You're not getting your drink. Go.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more. Andy, it is week 2 of November. It is all about food this month. We have done gas station foods, and we are rolling right on down to one of my favorites. Are you excited for today to knock out some fast food?
Dude, I'm excited, and as you can tell, I'm in the middle of like a fever dream.
Your fever dream
Of a land
like
made completely out of fast foods. You've got tater tot mountains. You got French fry fences on hills made of sesame seed buns.
What's the sun made out of? Cheese?
That's cheese. Is
okay.
it the moon though? Because like it's got craters. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's like the moon out in the daytime, though.
Yeah, man.
Well, look, check out my background. I got like Street Fighter.
Out of the way! Right?
Hadouken, Shoryukens.
Yo, Burger King is
It's
way
the
bigger.
it's the B King against Ron.
Ron.
So
Yeah, great stuff, man. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. This is one we've kind of talked about this just in passing as we're prepping for this. I have been so excited about this one. For those watching the Rushmore Show today, I have got so many notes today. We're going to try to fit in all this educational information as in terms of fast food items, but man, it's just going to be a great.
I'm over here munching on the kids' Halloween candy, by the way.
As every dad should. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's the tax.
You got to have your tax.
It's a tax. We're going to do a little fast food Rushmore. I love fast food. I mean, my waistline loves fast food, and I love fast food. I've spent probably more money on that kind of food than I've done in any other kind of food since I was adult, because cooking is not my favorite thing to do, although I'm pretty decent at it. And I've spent a lot of time kind of figuring out what my favorites are. But this week, we're going to do a fast food Rushmore, but it's not going to be like our favorite restaurants, or it's not going to be our favorite sandwiches or our favorite whatever. We kind of came up with a criteria. One of the best things to get from like Wendy's, and now McDonald's is hitting that up, and they're all kind of gravitating to it, is a 4 for 4, which is like a Rushmore of Rushmores. And
they're stealing our ideas, man.
Yeah, I mean, like the 4 for 4. I mean, we do a 4 for 4 every week, right?
Yeah. Come on now.
So
and it's free.
We're gonna put together a Rushmore of 4 for 4s.
Yes, it's gonna be exciting, man. So we thought about it. Just 4. If I could have a meal with these 4 items on it, essentially what that does is make these 4 things George's in their own respect, right?
Right. So it's kind of like we're giving 4 Georges away, right? There really is no Bennies, if you would. And
this is a very special episode.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We got a special guest. And Andy, you have mentioned to me, we don't always talk about our Rushmores ahead of time, but what we do talk about is the criteria. And you are going very analytical with something that I thought was going to be super simple, like fast food places. I mean, like, gosh, everybody knows what fast food is, but apparently we don't. So you have a definition. I'm usually the one rocking definitions. You bringing out Webster's, and tell us what is fast food?
So here's the thing. I'm going to give you two definitions. I'm going to give you my definition, but what I wanted to do before I put together my 4 for 4, my Rushmore of fast foods, I wanted to think like what we have to define fast food, right? We have to have some parameters on what constitutes it as fast food and what is, I guess, slow food or whatever else we want to call the other thing. But here is, I actually, believe it or not, there is a legal definition of fast food. So if you are out of these parameters and billing yourself as fast food, shame on you, restaurant. We will alert the authorities and know that you will be. But here you go. The legal definition is this. Fast food restaurant means premises where customers order, pay for, and collect hot or cold meals and drinks from a counter service, whether or not the meals and drinks are to be consumed on or off the premises. So essentially what that's saying is there has to be some type of counter service where you order not at your table. You have the option to eat it there or to not eat it there.
That's
hot or cold meals. So
I kind of always assumed a different definition.
Yeah.
My definition was it had to come out of a window.
Exactly. So that brings me to my definition, which is actually going to be, I'll talk a little bit about my criteria, but I always thought there had to be some type of drive-through or drive-in, drive-up type service associated with it. Like, I don't consider Subway fast food, although by the legal definition, it is fast food, so it's the counter, it's a hot or a cold meal. It's okay. Drink, so you can eat it there, you can take it to go. So technically that is, but
you consider pizza fast food?
No, I don't. I just don't know many places that I go to. Like if I walk inside of a Domino's, there's no seating to eat there. So I don't know if that would even legally fall under this definition. So,
well, what about Little Caesars with a hot and ready? Like, boom, you get it, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but if the definition is saying that you can eat it on or off the premises, you're always eating that off the premises. I mean, I guess you could eat it there, but it's not designed. Anyway, we're getting into all the red tape and the weeds on this. Let me just say this. I believe that I like their definition. Just add there's a drive-up service or drive-through type.
Yeah,
thing.
that would be
good. Then I'm good with everything.
I think that is mandatory.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway, we have gotten way deep into this, but we do need to kind of set the framework for where we're going. We need to set up the French fry fence like I have right here. There needs to be boundaries so that the people know where we're coming from. So I guess, Kirk, without any further ado, you ready to get into our Rushmores?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, it is time for our Rushmore. It's time to bring on our special guest. This special guest is a fellow pastor in the Louisiana area. I met him through camp. I'm running into him and competing against him in all the games at Twin Lakes. And you actually just met him this weekend in person, but he has been in the comments. He has been watching. He's been one of our favorites. Welcome to the show, our good friend and fellow pastor in the faith, Dylan Thibodeau. Welcome to the show.
Dylan.
Thanks, fellas. Excited?
All right, look, everybody, don't get all upset and freak out. Yes, he's an Astros fan.
Boo!
Unfortunately, I don't know if we can X out that shirt. I'm rocking orange today, not on purpose, but
you look like a Florida Gators guy right now.
Well, my school is Florida Gator colors. My school that I'm working for. But so this is not the Navy, thank goodness, because I couldn't even get that close. No way. So I'd rather rock Gators than that. But Dylan, welcome to the show, man. Tell me what's been going on with you lately.
Man, just freshly married. Coming up 2 years in February. So
nice.
Doing that,
all these newlyweds.
2 in a row.
Sean was a newlywed too. He was actually a newlywed like 2 months though, not even.
I say, but that's about it, man. Helping out with a church plant. My youth pastor, whenever I was a teenager, started a church up here and helping get that ball rolling. It's exciting time, a good refreshing time. Let's just say that.
Yeah, church planting is a dream of mine. I know how difficult it is. It has scared me off quite a bit on a little bit of that. But man, we're talking about fast food. So as you're church planting and it's time to go get lunch, you're searching all around. There is definitely a go-to place for you. I know that there's a go-to place. We'll probably hear about it now. But we're talking 4 for $4s. So honestly, my Georgia places, my go-to place is probably Wendy's, but I never get the 4 for $4. I never get it. My kids always get it. And we're kind of thinking about that 4 for $4. So 4 for $4 would be burger, some type of burger. And you know what? The criteria doesn't even have to be a specific burger. It could be whatever burger you want. And then some kind of nugget, if you will, or tender, I guess. You could even go that route. Some kind of fry, and then some kind of drink. That's what's the 4 for $4 is designed to be. There is a 5 for $2 or something, but that doesn't make sense.
The biggie bag only adds bacon to the burger and adds another $1.
Yeah,
I'm paying $1 for
wants
bacon.
5, not 5-minute abs.
7-minute abs.
So, anyways, 4 for $4. Dylan, you told us in our little chat that you have a lot of notes going on, and you are really pumped for this. So, tell us what your criteria is. Tell us where you're going, and give us Rosie. Rosie is the bottom. Start us off.
Well, my criteria first things first is I had to have actually tried it before.
Yep.
Kind of simple and basic. And when I was thinking about it, I kind of made my Rushmore like my favorite restaurants. And the more you tossed around the 4 for $4 idea, I was like, my favorite thing for these 4 things are specific things that met this criteria. So,
way to go.
But my Rosie is kind of, I don't want to guess you say sentimental, but growing up as a kid, I lived in a very small town and we didn't have much money. And we had one fast food place in our town.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the drink, there's none better than Sonic.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
yes,
over 1 million drink combinations. You got milkshakes, ice cream. I mean, the drinks are endless. And fun fact, Andy, did you know Sonic started out as a root beer stand?
Yes. I heard that.
Wow.
Root beer, which you can get at Sonic with whatever flavor you want, which is why I love it. And don't
you have a specific drink? Do you have a specific drink, or you're saying Sonic drinks? Because I love that.
So I love the cherry limeades.
Oh,
great!
Cherry limeades, awesome. Ocean water, awesome.
There it is.
But my new kick, the thing I've gotten the last couple times, is orange Fanta with vanilla and sweet cream.
Oh my gosh!
What on earth? You just made a friend in Andy because he loves orange creamsicle stuff.
It is so good.
I even love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers throwback jersey for that reason.
Wowzers! Now look,
Sonic's just the best. I mean, happy hour.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Route 44s, and don't if you order on the app, your drinks are half price.
It's for the people. Sonic is for the people.
It is.
I love Sonic so much.
You could throw in nerds in it if you want.
Oh, see, there you go. That nerd slush slaps.
So you were going to say something about
So I got a fun fact, man. When me and Brittany first started dating, she was a manager of Sonic, and she used to bring home the footlong conies, chili cheese, tater tots, and a Route 44 sweet tea or a Route 44 ocean water almost every night for me. Just boom. But I love Sonic. I love the whole car hopper thing. I love all that. I don't have anything from Sonic on my Rushmore. But if we were to go with the desserts, I've actually already mentioned one back in July. that Sonic Blast. So,
Oh yeah.
man, that Sonic Blast. So, man, that's a good pick. A good pick. I'm not a big fan of the cherry limeade. I know it's the thing. I'm not a fan of cherry flavor anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Like it's cough syrup to me. That like I'm not feeling well. I'm under the weather. That to me is chloroseptic spray.
Don't sleep, and I say this all the time, don't sleep on cherry Pop-Tarts. Those might be next to brown sugar cinnamon.
Okay.
That might be the link of Pop-Tarts. I know that's not what we're talking about today, but
All right.
you said
So,
cherry.
look, so you're going with your drink, cherry limeade, ocean water, that kind of thing. Little Sonic drinks. Hey, I love Sonic drinks.
Any of the 1 million plus combinations.
But wait, time out. We can't go past Sonic without speaking about the ice.
Come on.
Right.
There are people that literally go to Sonic to get a bag of ice. Who does that at the fast food place? A bag of ice.
Let me pause and tell you this real quick. So we've said, we shared 2 weeks ago, my wife is pregnant, right? And with the last pregnancy with Amelia, that was a craving. So I frequented Sonic to buy bags of ice. We always had a bag of Sonic ice in our freezer at all times, and it's like $2.50 for a bag of ice. I mean, it's like nothing, and it's a huge bag of ice anyway. So I love the ice is great.
All right, well, that's a good start. Welcome to the show, Dylan and Andy. Your turn. All
right, so let me talk about criteria real quick. I'm going to throw you guys for a loop. Yes, I'm doing 4 for 4, but I'm not sticking to nugget, burger, fry, drink. That's not what I'm doing. I'm making up my own 4.
Okay.
But because I was trying to fit it into having to pick a burger. When I get later, you'll see why I didn't really necessarily go with that. However, my criteria, as I mentioned in the beginning here, when I was talking about the definitions, there has to be some type of drive-through service to be added to this to be considered fast food, in my opinion. I know legally it doesn't, but as Christians, we're not all about the law, right? It's all about grace. And anyway, so add that in there. But let me get started. So maybe this is just a Louisiana thing. That Kirk, we said this. Me and you have not Crushmore in, I don't know, it's been a while. But right off the bat, Dylan, welcome to the show. We are Crushmoring.
Yes.
I'm gonna go give me a drink from Sonic, but I'm gonna go specific, right? So I guess technically you can count this as a Crushmore. If I'm taking one from there, I can't tell you how many times I'm like, Courtney, before church, can you go to Sonic, which is 2 things away from our church. I mean, it's right next to our church. We can walk right there, and get me a Route 44 Coke Zero from Sonic. I love it. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing off the wall. You mentioned all of the flavor combinations. I got a bunch of facts for y'all. You ready for this?
Let's go.
I did have that Sonic was originally a root beer stand, and that's how I found that out prior to this, doing some research. It was originally going to be called Top Hat, in case you wanted to know that. The name Sonic refers to its speediness, right? Which they may need to work on that, because every time I go to Sonic, I love it, but it's like, what takes so long to make a cup of ice? Why is it taking anyway? Cherry limeades are one of the best-selling products. You did mention that in yours. In 1 year, Sonic sells enough of the cherry limeade to fill more than 15 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Did you know that?
Wow.
I didn't know that, but how crazy is that, right? To fill them. Here it is. Opened in 1959 as well, right? All of those drink combinations that you said that you can get there. I am going to simplify it and just go for the Coke Zero. I love ocean water. I love cherry limeade. I love just about anything that you can get from there. Slushes and just all of that kind of stuff that you can do. But if I'm thinking of what I consistently go and drink, I want a Coke Zero from there on ice. Boom, that sucker's going to last me for a little bit, and then I'm chewing on that ice. You got to talk about the ice. The ice is so important, so iconic. There's other locations of different fast food restaurants that serve the same ice, but for some reason, it's just, we associate it with Sonic, right? It's that good ice, right? Nobody wants, listen, let's just talk about this for a second. I almost went with a Coke from McDonald's because something about the McDonald's Coke is just different.
It's different.
We've talked about it before, but the problem with it, two problems. A, I don't drink regular Coke. I drink Coke Zero. And here in Louisiana, at least where I'm at, you can't get Coke Zero at McDonald's. However, recently I was in Georgia, so I was with you, Kirk, and I was like shocked. It blew my mind. You can order Coke Zero at a McDonald's.
We're the home of Coke.
You have to be able to in Georgia, but the ice is the other. I don't want the big old cube chunk whatever ice that they use. Not my favorite.
So here's the thing. Sonic. This is some other things I thought about Sonic. One, prior to, so we talked about it last week. Gas station foods. On mine was the Fountain Coke or the Fountain Mountain Dew from usually like the QT. We get the big one. Racetrack, get the big one. You go and get a Polar Pop, if you will, 79 cents, 89 cents. Prior to that, like cheap drink, there were times where Brittany would come out and like, hey, it's happy hour. We got to run to Sonic and get a drink. Yeah, we used to run there to get a drink like every day. We were in that little drive-thru or whatever, not the drive-thru, but the little like drive-in. And then right there by the church, we used to walk over there to Sonic to get drinks because the church is right next to Sonic. So I totally agree. Sonic is a great pick. Great pick.
And I don't know if I shared this or not, but all of my 4 picks are George's of that thing. So my George of fast food drinks is Sonic. So, Kirk, we're going to move on to finishing up the Rosies. But what's your criteria? Anything different to add than what we've kind of talked about?
Look, this would be the ideal meal for me if I was to put it together. And I'm a burger guy right off the bat. And if I go out to get fast food, that's what I usually want. Not necessarily chicken or a chicken sandwich, although I love all those places. I'm going straight to get that burger. Now that's a big deal for me. So the burger was easy. The drink was easy. The nuggets, not so easy, and the fries are easy. So like 3 out of 4 is just a simple thing to me. This is just the best of the best, the Georgias. Then the nugs, maybe we'll take. You guys went drinks first, and that's where I was going. I don't know that wasn't even by design. I think maybe the drink is kind of the garnish of the food. So I'm gonna go with a drink. I told you I'm not going Sonic. Sonic to me is the link. And I usually would get the sweet tea, but I'm going, and you mentioned it, I'm going with McDonald's Coke Zero because look, here it is. And I had to pull up the facts for you. So, most fast food restaurants, they receive their Coca-Cola syrup in bags. And when those bags come in, the sunlight beats it and it makes it a little different, right? But McDonald's apparently receives them in stainless steel tanks. And this has been going on since 1955 when Ray Kroc decided to have a deal with Coca-Cola. And so with that being said, McDonald's is the George of Coca-Cola drinks. They get the George. They get the best cereal. I mean, they get the best cereal.
Bruh.
They get the best syrup. And so I think they taste the best. I usually go light ice, so I don't have to worry about the ice too much. Plus, I get more drink. But the only issue that I would have with it is that ice. So to me, it's a better Coke product. You mentioned you don't get Coke Zero back home, and that stinks. But yep, I'm rolling Coke Zero. McDonald's, that's my jam. That's where we're going. That's going to be Rosie.
That's a great pick. And let's say this does need to be brought up because we all share drinks, right?
Yeah.
Most places now are getting it wrong with the drink. The drink is really becoming the afterthought, and it shouldn't be because it's important. And they're using these new freestyle machines, which have ruined things.
Yeah. So
why I'm not getting a drink at Wendy's. I'm not getting a drink at Burger King or any of these places.
So here's the thing. I don't mind getting a drink at Wendy's or all those if I'm the one pouring it, because you have to let it run for quite a bit and then get it. Because if you get it all out the same machine, and the guy before you got cherry root beer diet Fanta or something, and you're like, man, my Coke Zero tastes like weird. It tastes, so yeah, that's a big deal.
Every one of them tastes like when you would go to the gas station and get everything. That's
suicide.
It's
you gotta get a suicide, man.
That's what it's. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, great pick. I was so close to going there, and I know that there was a difference of how they do their Coke. If Coke Zero would be more readily available to me in Louisiana from a McDonald's, it would likely be up there. But to me, the ice just puts it over for Sonic. But great pick.
Yep, love it. All right, Dylan, we have gone through our first round, and we already had some Crushmores, and that's the first time, in almost a month that we've kind of rolled through that. So where are you going with your TJ Jazzy Jeff?
It's gonna be another Crushmore because my TJ Jazzy Jeff, I'm going to McDonald's.
Oh, let's go.
I know it obviously it's not my favorite because it's not my George, but it is the GOAT. Like, McDonald's is fast food. Like the documentary episode, Super Size Me, like, like McDonald's like changed everything. And so, like, how can I sit here and be a fan of fast food and not recognize the Big Mac or the double quarter pounder or
Let's
the
go.
10-piece nugget or that Coca-Cola and Sprite out of that machine that I don't know.
That's another one. Sprite.
The spicy Sprite, man.
That's a whole internet meme sensation, like about McDonald's Sprite.
But it's a thing. The honey mustard dipping sauce for the nuggets. The fries are always perfect. I mean, they know what they're doing. And you always have like 10 of them in your town. And as a kid, the play place, like, can we just talk about how upsetting it is that they're disappearing? And it's
my favorite thing about the play place was always that like double quarter pounder policeman guy that was like a cage.
Yeah,
they don't have that. So what's the item you're gonna go with at Mickey?
I would say the nuggets.
Let's go.
They're just so good. They're always like the perfect crispiness. And a lot of people are like, you don't know what's in it. I don't care what's in it. It's delicious.
It's blue bubble gum.
I don't care what part of the chicken it is. It is delicious. And I mean,
it's like this pink globulous stuff that whatever.
So
here's the thing. What's the sauce? We need a sauce. You got.
I go honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
I love McDonald's.
What do you think about this situation?
I like honey mustard, and I like their honey mustard. But if I'm going nuggets, it is 100% of the time sweet and sour. 100%.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, I mean, I
love
McDonald's. I think McDonald's gets a bad rap more recently. McDonald's was always kind of the top of the line as far as fast food goes. And then all of a sudden these other fast food places came out and made McDonald's and Burger King like both of them being the worst. But it used to be just them, one and two, but they were always better because of service and other things. And then places like, Chick-fil-A and Sonic and Dairy Queen and all these other places that started kind of popping up and doing similar things and kind of having their own niche kind of made McDonald's get a bad rap. Probably the last 10 years or so, but I love McDonald's. Dude, I eat McDonald's probably once a week.
Like when I was a college student, spending all my money on books and stupid things that I probably shouldn't have been buying when I was in college, and I only had $2. That little 99-cent cheeseburger, man.
Come on now.
See, that's
them onions. Those little onions.
Oh, those little diced onions. See, that's my wife's go-to. She gets the 2 cheeseburger meal, the all-American.
DB Cheebies, baby.
Yeah. Oh man, the 2 cheeseburger meal. When I was in high school, and my mom would if I went on a date with a girl, I was forced to pay, and I would always get that because we could just split the little cheeseburger.
And people
And,
say
you know,
romance is
you
dead.
split the drink and it's romantic, you know.
Now, McDonald's. So so that we get this right. McDonald's, and you're going with nugs and honey mustard. That's a good pick, man. That's a good pick. Andy, what you got for your TJ Jazzy Jeff?
Okay, so let me say this. In a weird way. Well, okay, we're not Crushmoring here, but what I'll say is this. For all of the praising of McDonald's that we're doing, let's just be real. They don't have the best burgers, and that's maybe an opinion of mine. They have almost everything else on lock, right? The chicken nuggets might be the best of the chicken nuggets. So I totally agree with you, Dylan. We just said the Coke, right? We didn't even get into breakfast. Like McDonald's breakfast is
True.
bonkers. Like it's what I want when I think of fast food breakfast, right? The allure of everything. Like thinking back, we love nostalgia here, right? Talked about it with the play place, but bro, do you remember the cookies that you would get back in the day?
Bro,
From McDonald's.
Don't even play
So
those
good.
things.
The
It would be best get that cone and the cookies.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. But and we talk about like, one of the great things about fast food is like the toys that you would get. McDonald's always had the toy game unlock. Like,
so here's a spoiler alert. We are going to do a McDonald's toy episode in nostalgia
strictly McDonald's
next year. That's gonna be one of our nostalgia ones.
Yeah,
And also one of the fun fact I found out, McDonald's is the #1 leading toy supplier in the entire world.
Yeah,
that's
it's
crazy.
It's crazy, right? McDonald's. So
over Lego,
but for everything.
In all of that, and everything that they've got going for them, when they took away the wrap.
Yes,
they
I agree.
The wrap was where it was at. I loved the wrap.
Good.
So good.
When they squirt a ranch.
Oh, dude, so good. When they took away these things and they've really kind of limited their menu, which in some parts of me, I love that. But then some parts of it, it's just like the burgers, let's be real. There are way better burgers at other places.
So look, you keep saying that there are way better burgers. This burger would not even make my Rushmore.
Yeah.
But it is still a good burger. The difference is they soak theirs in grease and fat. And everybody else does something different. They pull that thing out of a tub of fat
shelf that they
it never fails. I get that double quarter pounder box, right? And if I put it on my seat, right, it goes through the box and through and it's on my seat. I got grease.
Yeah.
It's
so
good.
Anyway, we'll get off of that. But here's the thing. Let's go to my TJ Jazzy Jeff, and I'm not leaving restaurants. I'm staying at the Golden Arches. Because here is what this is, Kirk. I've shared this with you. This was one of the original Rushmores that we talked about just in conversation, right? We say French fries. McDonald's French fries at their peak, hands down, best one. I don't care. Don't give me rallies. Don't give me all this. I want McDonald's French fries. And you're going to be like, oh, that's boring, right? No, they are consistently amazing. The salt level, perfect. Now, again, here's what we have to do. And this is kind of maybe part of the criteria. I'm talking about all 4 of these items at their peak. Okay. When you get them fresh, perfect. Because let's be honest. There's times where you go to McDonald's and the food sucks, right? Because it's been sitting there or anywhere, not just McDonald's, just anywhere. But when we're talking about at their peak, McDonald's fries are the one French fry that I will get from any place that I don't want to dip in anything. Not only are they good without dipping in, I mean, they're good in ketchup. Don't get me wrong. Like that hot French fry in the cold ketchup is perfect. But I will eat a whole order of fries before I get home, right? I am taking them thing out of the bag in my passenger seat, just munching on those. All I've got is the burger left when I get back home. So I mean, that is happening. I love their French fries. It is my TJ Jazzy Jeff. I have some fun facts though. I told you guys I got fun facts all day about my restaurant. So did you know a new McDonald's opens every 14 and a half hours?
What?
Isn't that crazy? Every 14 and a half hours, almost 2 per day. McDonald's are created. Insane. More people.
Wait. Pause. Time. How many do they close a day? Because
Well, that's not
that
the
many.
stat that I got. It doesn't matter. 14 and a half hours a new one's created. More people, get this, more people eat at McDonald's each day than the entire population of the United Kingdom. What? That's crazy, right? I also had the fact that they are the world's largest toy distributor, which is just bonkers crazy. McDonald's makes over $75 million per day. Per day. Insane. If you're in the US, statistically, you are never more than 115 miles away from a McDonald's. Which, if you're
Dude, if I'm 115 miles away from McDonald's, I'm ticked.
I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. I don't want to think about those things, but they're
usually fries. Within 10 miles.
Now, specifically with their French fries, their fries are their number one selling item. Did you know that? The number one selling item at McDonald's are the French fries.
Well, that makes sense because when you buy a meal, you get fries.
You have to have the fries. And I'm always large sizing those fries. Like, absolutely love them. And then the last one I have, McDonald's buys 3.4 billion pounds of potatoes each year.
Wow. That farmer who nailed that deal out is loving life.
Yeah, for sure.
Couple things. One, I am not going to test this at all. I think that McDonald's fries are widely considered the best. The golden crisp one. I mean, like, even when they're soggy a little bit and kind of a little lean on them, a little limp, they're all good. They're all good. A couple things you have to do. One, tell them you don't want salt. Bam. And so then they have to make them fresh because they put salt on them immediately. Then they make them fresh. You put your own dang salt on them. You get them fresh. That's a little tip. The second thing is, here's the deal. They might have the worst fries when cold. Those fries are terrible cold. And I'm glad you went with the peak thing because it is nothing more depressing to getting a meal, right? And you go to drive off and you reach in to the bag because, when you're driving, the fries, I mean, it fits a little comfy in the cup holder. I'm just reaching in the bag and you take a bite and it tastes like styrofoam or what. Like, it's just disgusting. And I sometimes it really leads me to want to like roll the car around and go back. But I don't return food even if they made it wrong. So I end up dealing with it.
Let's be fair. There's no French fries that are good cold.
Well, those are just even worse. They're all shriveled up. Yeah, they're just not good. They're not good. But here's the other thing. Who does this? I don't understand why they ask me this every time, but I'm always like, yeah, I need a number 4, large Coke Zero, and then they'll go, do you want your fries large? Who doesn't want their fries large? Get a large Coke. Just freaking do it. Do it.
It's assumed.
It's got to be assumed. Like, why are you even asking? Yes. I want the large size meal. Give it to
everything large.
Yeah.
Everything.
You know what else is good though? So I think we can move on. It's my turn, right? I am staying at McDonald's. I'm staying
following something here. I don't know.
Look, I'm staying at McDonald's and I'm pseudo Crushmore with you guys and with McDonald's and whatnot. But here's the thing. On my 4 for $4, I'm gonna roll in and I am absolutely going with the nuggets from McDonald's. But here's the thing. Just for a little bit, just a blank piece of time, spicy nugs came out, and the ones from McDonald's are absolutely fire, banging. They are the best. And look, I don't know why they got rid of them. I know Wendy's does the spicy nugs, and that's all good. I don't really like Wendy's nugs unless they're spicy. But dude, those nuggets are banging. But I'll get the regular nuggets. But I'm going with the spicy nugs whenever they had them. I hope they bring them back. At least here in Georgia, they don't have them. And you've got to go. Look, and to me, this might be the George of sauces when it comes to barbecue sauce is McDonald's. Their barbecue sauce, I don't know what it is. I've loved it since I was a kid. And you mentioned your fries just a second ago. Nothing. Listen, fries in the barbecue sauce with the nugs. Boom, 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 boom. Look, it's a universal sauce. I'm getting that. I do like the sweet and sour for a little mix every once in a while. It's kind of like when you get the nuggets from Chick-fil-A, you go Polynesian, you go Chick-fil-A sauce. Now, I know a reason I brought that up, everybody out there is going to be like, dude, y'all are picking nuggets, not Chick-fil-A. Listen, all right, I know that's God's stuff. I know they're good, but they have nothing on these spicy nuggets. Zero things on the spicy nugs. They ain't got it. So I'm starting my 4 for 4 off right with a McDonald's Coke and a spicy nugs from McDonald's. I'm going McDonald's right off the bat. Bang, bang.
You were just staying at the Golden Arches. I like it.
And it's not even my favorite place, but those two are really smoking. Yep.
Soon we are moving away from McDonald's. Not any knock.
I don't have any more McDonald's on my list.
I feel like we've touched on everything McDonald's.
I have no more McDonald's on my list. So
Dylan, where are we going? We're now halfway through this mountain. Already halfway through this mountain. Link.
We're halfway there.
Chicken's so great, huh?
I got the spicy ones for my tennis elbow.
It's a shame you got tennis elbow.
My doctor said I should spice it.
Yeah, probably ice it is what he said, seeing as how icing is a actual remedy and spicing is not.
He said ice it? I'm gonna live! Yeah!
Well, you just have tennis elbow.
Wait, I'm gonna live!
If I'm going 4 for 4 item wise, this is where my fries is coming in.
Where they coming from?
And it just happens to be my second favorite fast food restaurant as well. Best fried chicken place ever. Won the fried chicken sandwich war.
Okay.
Those are good.
The pride and joy of the state of Louisiana. Popeyes.
Come on.
I mean, those fries, those battered fries that are always so crispy, they just don't give you enough sometimes. The chicken sandwich, dude, the spicy one. I live 30 seconds from a Popeyes, and I'm ashamed at how much I go there. And the poor girls know my name. Like, it's just so good. And the biscuits. Don't get me started on the biscuits. I don't care how dry they make your mouth after, and it feels like you're chewing on chalk. It's so good. I love Popeyes.
It is.
I literally love Popeyes.
I'll say this. So the offensive thing about the French, so you're going with French fries here specifically, right? The offensive thing that I have with the French fries is very different than McDonald's, where you can get the large container of French fries. At Popeyes, it's a little paper sleeve of fries. And you're like, what? What am I going to do with this? This isn't even enough fries. Like, when I'm ordering fries, I already want to eat that many fries. Like,
if you order a large fry,
you got to get the family size, dude.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
But the problem with that is, usually when they come in that family size, those things are like soggy. They're soggy.
Yeah, but they throw it in the box, and the box collects the steam. That's why you gotta
okay, so here's this. Those are good. Those are really good. They're really good. I love them. But that's not even that restaurant's best potato, because their mashed potatoes are banging.
And the red beans. I mean, all their sides. Did y'all ever have the wrap when they did the wrap?
Oh my gosh, the Mardi Gras wrap,
dude.
With the
it was literally just red beans and rice and a chicken tender.
And a chicken tender in there. Oh my.
Like, you want to talk about bringing something back? Like,
so I mean, we could do a whole Rushmore of Popeye's sides, because Popeye's sides is banging.
Very depressing. I went recently and I guess unknowingly ordered onion rings, and they said, "Sir, we don't sell onion rings."
What?
And I was dead inside for a minute. And I said, "What?" I couldn't even get the words out.
I'm gonna say this: Popeyes is a big Louisiana thing, just like Cane's is a big Louisiana thing. Here in Georgia, they don't like either one of those. They don't like either one of those. We're finally getting to Cane's. The one Popeyes that I know is all the way down in the city.
No, let me ask you this, Kirk, because you're from Louisiana, so you know what legitimate Popeyes is. You get that, just like we all do. But I hear from everyone, Popeyes outside of the state of Louisiana is a different experience. I don't know how true that is. Like, it just tastes different.
So there was one that was right around the corner. Remember, Andy, remember the Tabernacle Church that you guys came hung out with? One of our favorite places to go and get lunch was about 10 minutes away from there was Popeyes. And I feel it is a little different. You know what I love there, though? I'm talking about sauces. They're blackened ranch.
Yes.
Crazy good. All right. Well,
anyways, so that's good choice. Good choice. All right, Andy, Link. Is it a sausage link?
Lincoln is sausage. No, it's not. It's not that. I'm gonna go a little crazy here. Okay. So I had my drink, I had my fry. I'm gonna pick. I chose my third category to be a miscellaneous category, right? Because there are things that, I could have gone nugget. I love your pick because I do believe that chicken McNuggets are the goat of nuggets. You guys can all fight me over that.
Which is funny because we call all the other nuggets McNuggets. We do that too. It's kind of like calling a drink a Coke. People are like, I want to get some McNuggets. Where?
McNuggets. It's the only place. McDonald's.
Yeah,
anyway,
one place.
So my miscellaneous category could cover so many different things. And I said, you know what I want to do? I need a little sweet treat with my meal. Okay. And I decided to not go Sonic here because I already did my drink from Sonic. I also tried to kind of hit 4 different places. And if I'm not going to go to Sonic for dessert, there's really, in my mind, only one other choice. You can get it at other places. You can get a soft serve cone at McDonald's, right? Which another great item at McDonald's, right? You can get those types of things. I am going to go to none other than the DQ Dairy Queen. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a specific one. It's a seasonal item. It is not something you can always get, but I had it recently and my life was changed. I feel like I feel like it was this thing that happened in my life that I'm always going to remember. It's like you always know where you were for certain events. I know my feeling and everything about this moment in time. And I'm going to pick a Blizzard, but it is Dairy Queen's pumpkin pie Blizzard. Is insanity, y'all. It is crazy. There's pie crust pieces in it. So let me say this, okay? While we're on the topic, I am 1000% pro pumpkin spice. I'm cool with it. I don't care how basic it makes me. I don't care how much of a meme, internet trending, whatever pumpkin. I love pumpkin spice. It tastes delicious. I love pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin seeds, right? Kirk, you were just in town recently. We were kind of having this conversation. No one eats pumpkin, but we like pumpkin things associated with pumpkin.
Yeah,
right?
nobody.
We love nutmeg. We love allspice. We love cinnamon. We love.
I mean, everybody carves the pumpkin, and nobody then eats.
We want the little mallow pumpkins. Like, we're cool with all of those things.
I mean, you can eat pumpkin seeds, or you can make pumpkin pie, or you can drink pumpkin drinks. But nobody eats pumpkin.
So DQ has, I don't think right now, they might still, no, I guess we're going into Thanksgiving time, so they should still have it. But the pumpkin pie Blizzard, if you've never had it, do yourself a favor, go get that thing and write to us and just tell me how correct I was in this pick. I'm going to give you a few DQ facts, though. Okay, the original formula for DQ's soft serve ice cream was developed in 1938. That is some good stuff. That is long lasting. It's been around for a while. In 1985, which was the first year that the Blizzard was introduced, DQ sold more than 175 million Blizzards in 1985 alone. Crazy. So popular. And Kirk, I was so shocked to hear this. I love this. I love this fact. We actually were just recently talking about this band. Did you know that the band No Doubt was formed at a DQ? dude, it crazy.
No doubt.
So,
No doubt.
no doubt.
No
Two
doubt.
of the members were actually employees of Dairy Queen. They were working at the same Dairy Queen, and they often talked about starting a band together. They finally did. I'm reading this from the factory. They finally did, and looped in a bunch of other musicians to round out the group. Only two of them, though, those two were actually employees of Dairy Queen.
Was Gwen one of them?
No, but Eric Stefani, her brother, was Eric Stefani and Greg Spence were both
Walking in the spider webs.
EQ people. So there's a fact for you right there. Also, last one, the biggest blizzard ever made by DQ weighed a whopping 8,224.85 pounds.
What?
Which was the blizzard that I ordered recently, the pumpkin pie blizzard.
Where do you keep that cold at?
How do you turn it upside down?
You get a crane.
One of a thing I'm so proud of is that I totally didn't even think about Dairy Queen. First of all, me and my wife, our first date was at a Dairy Queen.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm proud of myself that I've gotten 3 people to get a blizzard for the first time, and I've got to witness that reaction.
You're doing the Lord's work out there. You're doing
that
let me tell you my grievance. One day we're on the way home and it's like 11:45. It's late. And we're coming and I realize all these places are going to be closed and there's a Dairy Queen open. It's the only thing that's open. I got us to get in there to get some food. And I had Carson and I had our friend Marin, and I guess Marin doesn't like Dairy Queen, right? Like the food, I guess. So all she does is get a blizzard for dinner, basically. Yeah, so she gets a blizzard. Carson gets like jalapeno poppers or something or whatever, and I get one meal. So a meal, a blizzard, or 2 blizzards, and like some jalapeno poppers, and it cost me like $45. I was like, well, look, when I pulled up, I was like, excuse me, I think you rang my stuff up wrong. And she's like, oh, let me see. Did you order this, this, and this? I said, yes, I did. No, it's not wrong. I was like, $45? I was like, oh my goodness. That place is, I mean, and I know prices have gone up everywhere.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I'll say this. I never eat the food at DQ.
So they do have a really cool burger, like an island burger or something. It's like spicy. It's pretty good. But yeah, DQ is all about the ice cream.
I'm going for
basically Sonic to me is all about the ice cream usually too. But that's a good pick. I dig it. Now, the one thing that you did mention, pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
I love pumpkin pie. And I don't even mind if I had pumpkin coffee. Mm-hmm. The problem is the spice. The spice, like it tastes like I'm eating potpourri. Like it tastes like I'm smoking cloves. I don't like it. I don't like that portion. I don't like that. I like the pumpkin taste, the spice taste. Like I want it to be like nutmeg and brown sugar. It is not. It is not that. It's not like that. See, but anyways, I digress.
What about you, Dylan? Where do you stand on the pumpkin spice debate?
PSL. You got the PSLs or what?
I'm honestly kind of down the middle. I'm not a hater, and I'm not gonna go out my way to get it. But like, if I'm somewhere and like I see like a thing, they're like, "Oh, we got a pumpkin spice."
I know Kevin is a huge PSL fan, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon,
every time I see a limited edition pumpkin spice flavor of something, I'm gonna
try it.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you gotta try it.
I mean, and I've had some that are bad. Extra Gum came out with pumpkin spice gum a couple years back. Gum doesn't work for pumpkin spice. It's not good. It's not good. But I tried it. I'm not gonna not try it. Yeah. So anyway, let's get off the pumpkin spice debate. First, Rushmore in the comments. Are you pro pumpkin spice or not? That's what I want to know. But Kirk, let's move on to your.
All right, man. So I've got 2 things left. I need fries. I need burgers, and I already told you I'm a burger fan, so it's gonna be my George. I'm gonna go right in with fries. McDonald's is a close link for me. It's a number 2. Actually, it could even make a number 3. Like there's so many good fries, right? Just don't Don't give me Chick-fil-A and the waffle fries. Don't give me that. Like that's good. But I really, really, really love the curly Q fries at Arby's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
nice.
these fries, this is mine. And look, when it comes in a thing like this. And I mean, like, give it to me. I want that. And Arby's is underrated, by the way. Underrated. I know a lot of people don't like it. I love Arby's, but their fries are, to me, they're the George. You mentioned Rallies. Rallies could be on that. Rallies would be on a list of a Rushmore fries for me. And yeah, because I mean they're Cajun fries, right? They're Cajun fries. They're that battered style, but they're the curly Qs. And like it's just a spiral. And I love them, dude. I want to crush them. Like I'll go to Arby's just for the fries. So that's my pick. If I'm building a 4 for 4, McDonald's spicy nugs, Coke from McDonald's, I'm going with the fries from Arby's. What y'all think about?
I love the pick. Two things. First of all, when I get the curlies, there's always different forms of curly too. There's like the crescent, the one that's like a sickle almost.
Yeah.
There's the tight.
Those are usually pretty crispy. I love that.
Those are the crispies, man. The tight spirals. Those are my favorites. Like the DNA strands. You know what I mean? Like
the ones that are like look like a battery size.
It's a straw. It's like a straw. Yeah, and you're just like Anyway, those are good. I'll say this though. You say that Arby's does get a lot of hate, and it does. It does. I think it's okay. We have an Arby's that opened up here in Slidell, and it's directly across the street from Chick-fil-A. And every time I drive past it, no one is at Arby's. No one. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a person at this Arby's. And it's been open for over a year.
Slap. Those beef and cheddar.
This is what I have against Arby's. Back in the day, you used to be able to go and get 5 for $5.
Oh,
do you remember? Like you could get 5 sandwiches for like $5.95 or something.
Yep.
It was stupid. It was the original 4 for $4 that was happening. Arby's
but
did
you
this.
didn't get like a meal. They gave you 5 sandwiches.
5 items. You could do fries for one of your numbers. Like you would get those. And my family, we would go and get it, and you would literally feed the family for like $10. If you got 2 of those things, everybody got a fry and a sandwich. It was like $10. It was ridiculous. I understand why they're not doing it now. Financially, that probably was not a great business move. But man, back in the day, that was a big thing. So what we talk about sauces though too, and we got to talk about Arby's sauces. What are your thoughts on the Arby's sauce, Kirk, and then also horsey sauce, which I
I like the Arby's sauce. It's kind of it's kind of like Texan, if you would. Like I don't know what the flavor is. It's kind of like a Texas sauce type stuff. I like that sauce. I like it a lot, actually. It's tangy. It's kind of a barbecue-ish type sauce. I am not a fan of the horsey sauce. I'm not a fan of horseradish unless it's on specific things that I know it's it has that bite to it. I don't hate it. It's not something that I'm like, I cannot eat this forever. Like but it does have a bit of a bite. If that means anything. Do you like it?
Yeah. On the sandwiches, horsey sauce is good. I would never dip my fries in horsey sauce.
Yeah,
I don't think they're designed to do that.
Like it gives like an aroma in your mouth, like you're eating raw onions or something. Like
you can feel the taste.
Yeah, it's kind of a little burn.
Bro, imagine washing that down with a McDonald's Sprite. You might blow up. You might create a black hole. And anyway, great pick though. Great pick. Arby's getting the love on Rushmore Show, man. Arby's, they have the meats, man. They also have the curly fries. So there you go.
All right, guys. So we are at the George. We're at the pinnacle. We're at the top of the mountain for our fast food 4 for 4s. And Dylan, you're up, man. So how are you going to finish off this amazing meal? What's in your bag?
I mean, it's obviously a burger. Burgers are my absolute favorite food. This place will always be my favorite fast food restaurant. It would be my George of restaurants. This burger is my George of burgers. I love this place. I am from Louisiana, but I spent a good brief time of my life living in Texas. And I'm wearing orange, not just because of the Astros, but also because Whataburger
Oh,
Patty Melt is my George.
what a burger.
Had it earlier. Kind of told you guys earlier. I drove, the closest one to my house is an hour away. I was on the road for 2 hours today because I went pick me and my wife up a Patty Melt, and I was like, I'm gonna eat it on the Rushmore Show, and that burger lasted 3 minutes. I literally could not just sit there and let it sit there. This is a medium at Whataburger. Spicy ketchup, the best ketchup ever, ever. And don't get me started on the creamy pepper sauce that is always in my fridge from Whataburger. I love Whataburger. I love it.
Okay.
Fun fact, the orange and white stripes is because the owner wanted it to be so bright you could see it from an airplane.
Oh,
nice. All right, so
Just love it.
let me just go out there and yeah, uncultured swine. I have literally had Whataburger one time in my life.
Are you serious, my brother?
And this is
Once.
this is the problem. Like Louisiana Whataburgers are god awful.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
It's
I wasn't
kind
a
of like
huge
what
fan.
you said about the Popeyes thing. When I lived in Pearland, when I was a youth pastor out there in Pearland, Texas, outside of Houston, within 5-minute drive of my apartment, I had 6 Whataburgers.
Nice.
6. And I had a part-time job there. I managed a food truck out there, and me and my buddies would work out at night, and we would finish working out at like 2 a.m. and instantly go get a Patty Melt at Whataburger because they're open 24/7 with a Dr. Pepper shake. Dr. Pepper shake. And it's just the toppings that they have for your burgers. You can do, look, I even took notes. What was it? At Whataburger, there are over 36,800 ways to customize a burger. How crazy is that?
Oh my god.
So here's the thing. I love a patty melt. I don't know that I've ever gotten one from a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant. Like I always get them from like a gas station or the bowling alley or something like that. I love a good patty melt on rye bread and just freaking toasted buttery goodness.
Whataburgers is so good. The 2 patties, 2 different kinds of cheese, grilled onions, creamy pepper sauce, and Texas toast. I mean, it's
sounds
super simple.
Fantastic.
Sometimes if I'm being bougie, I'll add bacon and grilled mushrooms to it.
Okay now.
It's like a $16 burger through the drive-thru, but like it's so good. I love it to death.
So I am even more uncultured than you, Kirk. I have 0 times had Whataburger, and it's because we just don't have them.
Yeah.
But there is, I know from just being an online, there's a huge devout following of Whataburgers, and it almost feels like you have to either pick: are you Whataburger or are you In-N-Out? Like that's the 2 that sound like the cult classic.
I was gonna say there's 4 restaurants to me that are kind of they're all over the country, and none of them are really in Slidell, honestly. Right? Or actually 5. I can think of 5 because you said In-N-Out, right? So that's Whataburger, White Castle. We have a Crystal's now.
Crystal in a gas
We have a
station.
Crystal's that is now in the gas station.
Yeah.
Right. And Jack in the Box. And you said In-N-Out. All of those to me are like seeing those things out in the wild is like I'm out on a safari. Hey, look, there's a Whataburger. Wow. Yeah. Right. And so it's not something I actually get too often. Actually, I hardly ever get it. I've gotten it once, and I was like, okay, like I think the overhypeness of like it's the greatest burger ever, and I walked in and I ate it, and I was like, okay, well now I'm underwhelmed. Kind of how like I felt when I moved here to Atlanta, and everybody was like, you got to go to Cookout. I was like, yeah, I'm underwhelmed. It's kind of underwhelming, but
it's a for sure a Texas thing. Like,
yeah,
Obviously, Texans are
So
overhyped about Texans.
I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say it's not the best burger because I don't think I've given it a fair shot. And I know people all over the country that are going to be tapping in and are like, yeah, Whataburger's amazing. That's cool. We'll have to go and have a Whataburger, Dylan, and test that out.
Yeah, patty melt. It's just and Whataburgers, like they do like right now their new burger is like a chili cheeseburger. It's got like chili Fritos on a burger. Like last year they had a pico de gallo burger, and it was like delicious. So like I like that, and I mean, as you can see, Houston Astros.
I don't know. I usually say hold the pico.
The Astros minor league team had jerseys
Boo!
that looked like a Whataburger.
Oh my god!
It's just I might be biased a little bit, but patty melt is my like death row meal from Whataburger. I honestly think it is.
And pretty soon we're going to be talking about our last meals here on the Rushmore Show. So
that's in 2 weeks.
Foreshadowing into what we're into. So patty melt won't make mine only because I've had it. Now, once I've had it,
I love the one at the bowling alley, dude. That is my go-to at Bowling USA. Andy, is the patty melt. Do yourself.
I don't know if I could ever find myself to order food from Bowling USA.
Oh man,
I'll worry about my life
all day long.
Yeah. Anyway, well, hey, Great George, I'm gonna have to try it out. Where did you go? You said an hour away.
Yeah, it's to Lafayette. Well, outside of Lafayette, because I left work directly at 2 and drove to the closest one, get to the red light, and it says, "Hey, we've moved." And like my heart cracked a little bit because I thought it was saying that we closed. And I was like so upset because I'm like, it's one of those things where like we only get if we're going to Lafayette. Like we only get like if we're in that area, which is rare. And I wish I could have enough money to just put one in Iberia because they don't get the love, man.
Oh, okay. Well, and do it right. You know, bring the true Texan experience to Louisiana. Yeah. But good George, man. I'm gonna have to try it out. Definitely gonna have to try it out.
All right, Andrew. It's your turn. Finish off your bag of food.
Oh, Jorge, we're gonna go to George here. And
Jorge Posada.
I'm gonna go a little different here, man. I said in the beginning, I'm not necessarily gonna go for a burger here. As much as I love hamburgers, to me, it was really hard to pick the one that I wanted. I had some ideas, but when I really sat back and thought about it, I said, what is the main course? That's basically what I'm going to make this portion. I had the drink, I had the fries, I had miscellaneous, and then I had what is like the main portion of the meal that I'm going to go for, not the side item. And this one's different, man. I know it's not going to crush with many people, but once you've had these things, oh my gosh, it's insane. So I'm gonna bring us back to Popeyes. Okay, I'm gonna bring us back to Popeyes. Love that chicken from Popeyes, but I'm gonna also I'm not gonna go with the fried chicken. My George, you ready for this? Is the blackened chicken tenders. They are bonkers. Okay, so here's a couple things. We started eating this when we went keto, because we could go to Popeyes and still eat there on keto. You could get the green beans on the side. You could do everything. It was great. But even since not doing keto, that's what I order at Popeyes. I'm not getting the 2-piece, whatever. I'm getting the blackened tenders. Now, here's a few things. They always make it fresh because they don't just have these things on standby. Right. So you know what you're getting is crazy hot, ripping hot. Also, let's say you order a 5-piece, you're going to get 8. I don't know why they just throw them all in there. You always get more, at least at the Popeyes where around me. You always get more than that. But here's the thing. When you double up, and Kirk, you said it earlier, and I'm so glad you mentioned it, might be the George of sauces, maybe. The blackened ranch. When you dip the blackened chicken tenders in the blackened ranch, it creates a whole new time-space continuum, and it just chef's kiss. It is insane. It is so good. It is so good. But yeah, so that's what we get, man. And I love those. I also have some fun facts about Popeyes, and some of these. There is one that's going to blow your mind. And anyway, you'll see when I get there. Okay. Popeyes was actually not named after Popeye the Sailor Man, according to this website. It was named after the character Popeye Doyle, played by Gene Hackman in The French Connection. So there you go. You have that. Popeyes got its start in New Orleans. So again, we're Louisiana boys. Like, we all love this stuff, right?
Love that chicken for Popeyes.
1972, but now has is a chain of over 2,000 restaurants, including locations in Korea, Canada, and Turkey. So they do have them there. I wonder if those taste different than they do in Louisiana. Beyonce, Queen Bee, right?
I know this one.
Beyonce is the owner of a free Popeyes for Life card after the chain heard that she was a fan of their chicken. But in 2003, she was on the Oprah show and she said she's never used it. Beyonce, do you understand what's in your hand right now? Do you understand what you have? Why? Give it to someone who would appreciate it.
Wait, especially if she said she likes it.
She likes Popeyes. Why? She's too embarrassed to use it. Get out of here. So what? It's crazy. Two celebrities actually got their starts in Popeyes commercials. Ellen DeGeneres, you have a Louisiana connection there. And this one shocked me. My favorite show, or one of my favorite sitcoms, we're talking about Parks and Rec. Aubrey Plaza got her start. April Ludgate got her start in commercials for Popeyes, which I'm trying to imagine April Ludgate and how she doesn't care about anything, and how I have to YouTube and try to find maybe what this commercial looks like and what's happening with that. So that's an interesting thing. This is the one that I really, really wanted to get to. Actually, let me say this one first. Popeyes was originally named, it wasn't originally named Popeyes, it was actually named Chicken on the Run, which is pretty funny, right? And then several months later, it was changed to Popeyes, which is interesting because now it's just chicken that gives you the runs. So, I mean, they kind of stayed with that same thing. And then the final one, I don't know how true this is. I actually tried to source check this on other ones and couldn't find it. So I really hope it's false. But I think I want to try this just for the sake of seeing if this would actually happen. In China and Korea, and I mentioned that they have multiple locations now worldwide, China and Korea being these places, Popeyes offers their red beans and rice, the side item, they offer it as a dessert. Now, that's not the crazy thing, because I've seen red bean paste and stuff, in Asian countries be used in desserts, and I get that. But here's where it goes crazy, and I just don't get it. The red beans are topped with sliced strawberries, pineapples, gummies, marshmallows, and a cherry, and they're served over ice to create a flavorful slush. What?
That sounds horrendous.
So here's what we're going to do, Rushmore. This is going to happen after the filming of this. We're going to attempt this.
We're going to do this.
We're going to do this. So, Kirk, when I come to Cadres on when I'm there, you said is there a Popeyes nearby you somewhere?
The closest one I know is by the Tab.
Well, we're gonna have to.
We can make a trip. We can make a trip.
Make a trip to make this happen. Strawberries, pineapples, cherry over ice, marshmallows, and gummies. And let's see how legit this is. I couldn't find it anywhere else. The red bean for dessert does not shock me because of that's a normal thing. But everything else, I don't know, man.
Sounds like a good stinger to me.
Like a youth group game. That's what that sounds like.
All right.
Exactly what it
wow.
Like. So blackened chicken tenders, my George. Listen, we also have a Popeyes that is 0.2 feet away from my house. It is right there. So also when I was going to college, there was a Popeyes on campus that you would always smell Popeyes throughout. And I wasn't eating blackened chicken at that time, but the smell that comes from a Popeyes is just mesmerizing. So
never had the blackened chicken. I didn't know they did that.
Dude, it is.
Yeah, it's banging.
Guess I know what's for lunch tomorrow.
All right. So George, we're gonna finish this mountain off
Like we always do.
about this time. All right, so I'm gonna go with my burger, and I'm fairly certain I have put Dave's daughter through college. Yeah, I am going with Wendy's, and I'm going with the triple baconator.
Yeah.
No, look, let me just go back. Rewind. You mentioned it, Andy, the keto lifestyle. This was it. Look, I would get the burger, no fries, large Coke Zero, just so I'd have a drink. And then sometimes I'd even get like a junior bacon cheeseburger, depending on how hungry I was. Take the bread off, no fries, just the 3 patties with the ketchup and the mayonnaise. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. What I've learned is one of my favorite things in the world is bacon with ketchup and mayonnaise, because it's on the top of that baconator. And when you're not eating it as a sandwich, you usually eat it in parts. You break it down. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things. But the baconator sandwich is the square patties, the whole 9 yards. I have bought more baconators than I care to admit. And if I pass a Wendy's, I'm almost swinging in every time. Give me a triple baconator, large Coke Zero, not the meal. And then I usually just take the buns off. But that is 100% my George. Now there's another burger that's out there. Throw it in the bennies. That is almost like its brother. It's almost like its brother.
Not its son, because they have a son. But so I was going to
not the Baconator Junior or the son of Baconator. Nope, not that.
Which I'd love that they call it that. Isn't that crazy? That's just a great name. But anyway, I was going to say that I know what's going to be your Benjamin, because I thought I had this on my list, my Rushmore, earlier when I was thinking of burgers. The one you didn't pick.
Oh, so you're gonna go with that one? I need to pick it first, but you're
no. It's not even. It's out of my Benjamin. So you're safe there. I will tell you. I know which one you're picking. I thought that was going to be the one. I had it for dinner last night. So yeah. So anyway,
Baconator is fantastic. That's my jam. I love it. I don't really necessarily love Wendy's fries. They're not horrendously bad like everybody says. So
they have corrected it.
Big deal.
They changed it.
They got better.
They were the worst. They were bottom tier fries next to Burger King. They were bottom tier fries, and they did something. I guess they got a lot of hate for it. They redid the formula, and they're not bad now.
You know what I love about Wendy's? If you don't get the Baconator, because they don't have any of this on it, but if you get like a junior bacon, if you get one of those other burgers, the veggies that are on it, the lettuce and the onions and the tomatoes, I feel like they went and got them out the back off of a tree. Like they're so fresh. And like it's like they're watering them down, and like it to me, they are the king of burgers out of the big 3 or 4.
I was a kid. My mom didn't like Wendy's, but I did. And to trick me into not wanting Wendy's, she told me that the reason the patties were square was because it was kangaroo meat, and it freaked me out. I didn't eat Wendy's till I was like a teenager.
Oh my god!
Nice. And then you add it with a little frosty action.
Oh my gosh! Let's not leave here with saying we just downed the fries that they used to be, but French fries in a frosty.
There it is.
It
is. My favorite thing is when they ask you, hey, if you donate $1, you'll get free Frosties for a year. Yes, sir. Please. That little card, bang.
The coupons.
And so there is our mountain, 3 big bags of food. I would eat all of these for sure. Obviously, I haven't had the patty melt, but I have had all the others, and I know that they're good. But hey, we're not done. You know how we do it around here. We're not done. It is time for our Benjamins of fast food. And we're going to do it the same way. We're going to bring it for you. So here we go.
First one. It's technically a snack. And it's from a place that we kind of mentioned earlier, Jack in the Box.
Oh.
It's not their burger.
Oh, I know where you're
going. Not their fries.
I know what you're doing.
It's those disgusting super greasy, tiny little mini tacos that they make with the leftover hamburger meat for like 99 cents. They're the grossest thing ever, but I will order 10 of them and eat them as fast as I possibly can.
I've never had this, but okay. Well, they're on your mountain.
With
You can
the
have
slice of American cheese.
Yes.
Too. Like
yes.
They're horrible. They are.
All I know is Jack in the Box has Mr. Bingle as their mascot.
All right, so Benjamins. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I am going to say that these I'm going to attempt, unless you guys take mine, because again we can't crush more on these. I'm going to attempt to do these in a way where I still give you a George of 4 different types of things. That's what I'm going to try to do, but not the same 4 that I did in my Rushmore, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start off mine because this is my favorite. I love this so much with the breakfast item. We didn't talk about any breakfast items for fast food. I'm going to go to the GOAT of fast food places, and I'm going to go McDonald's, but my item, my Benjamin, the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
With the syrup baked into the little thing.
Oh, man. What an invention.
I'm not putting that on there, but you made a mistake by picking the sausage one. You got to pick.
I'm going to go sausage. I'm going to go sausage all the time.
I go sausage. Yeah.
I don't like breakfast sausage, like patty sausage. Anyways, all right, my turn. I get 2 picks. Here we go.
Snake draft.
Here we go. And I just mentioned it. I love bacon. I got to go with the Bacon King from Burger King.
I knew that's where you were going. I knew it.
I thought you was on your burger. It's right. Look, Baconator, like Bacon King, right there. That's going to be number 1. And hey, I'm going to go off the beaten path. We've been talking about burger joints, but I'm going with Taco Bell chicken quesadilla.
Oh, cool. Nice. All right, my next one, and I'm so glad you scared me for half a second here that you were going to take what I was going to take. I'm going to Taco Bell. I'm going to stay at Taco Bell, but I'm going to pick the best thing on their menu, and I'm going to go with the Crunch Wrap Supreme.
Oh,
is crazy.
I thought you was going Mexican pizza.
It's crazy.
Which is discontinued again.
All
right, Dylan, you get 2 spots, man.
Okay, first one, I'm going to Checkers.
Not Rallies?
Either or. Not for the burger, although the Big Buford, I don't understand why they do the thing where you can text a number and you get a free Big Buford like as many times as you want. It's mind-boggling. But they're chicken wings.
Whoa.
When it's like 3 or 4 in the morning and you're just craving some wings, the extra hot chicken wings at Checkers or Rallies are so good.
Okay.
And then
let me just say something. Yeah. Andy, it's been a long time since I craved wings at 3 or 4 in the morning. All right, next.
You know what it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
This is going to be a drink. Raisin Cane's lemonade.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's really good. That's underrated.
Okay, so I worked there. I love all things. I love all things Raising Cane's. Gosh, let me get mine here. This is a 2 for 1, and maybe I'm cheating here, but I'm not, because we've kind of said this before. Give me Raising Cane's. We're gonna stay there. Give me their toast and sauce. The toast and sauce combo. Oh my gosh, so good.
Oh, yeah.
Toast. Gosh, dude. And you know, here in Georgia, they all rave about Zaxby's, right? And to me, I can't wait till Cane's gets here. Cannot wait. All right, so it's my turn.
Zaxby's is garbage. Anyway.
I'm gonna finish off with my 2. Here's another place. I only go there to get 2 things. Their shakes and this. I'm going to Steak and Shake for the garlic steak burger.
Oh, yeah.
What? Slaps. And then I'm going to finish this deal off with, to me, it's Old Faithful. It's the perfect burger. It's the perfect sandwich. To me, it's what started my love of burgers. And I'm going with Burger King again. Just the normal bacon double cheeseburger. Don't change how it's made. Ketchup, mustard, pickle, because I know you love that.
Ugh.
Dude, I can eat 100 of them. Dude, it's so good. So good. Bacon double cheeseburger from Burger King.
Okay.
No, I finished off with some big dogs. I didn't go anything else. But go. Now where you at, Andy?
Okay. We couldn't make this whole list. I'm so shocked this one was not mentioned at all.
Hopefully,
well, I think in passing it was mentioned, but not as an item that anybody picked. And we've come to this restaurant, we've left it, we've come to the restaurant, we've left it, we've done this, we've circled around. I'm gonna go with Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. I mean, come on. I mean, how do you? It is the listen.
Nobody picked a chicken sandwich. I love it.
Every one of us, we're pastors. We're Christians. Chick-fil-A, for me, it doesn't even measure up to the chicken sandwich. I don't care.
Wait, hold on. This is what I love about Chick-fil-A sandwiches. People love to go purchase them and give them out for free. I love it.
There's that.
I love a free chicken.
They're not as good.
I don't even go there for the chicken sandwich. So there you go.
They're not as good as the Popeye chicken sandwich.
And it's not as good as the chicken.
It's not even a debate. So that's my last Benjamin. Dylan, where we ending this thing?
Ending it with breakfast, actually. We don't have any around here where I'm at, but when I was in Houston, boy, did I love Krispy Kreme.
Nice. Donuts.
Donuts. Hot and ready when the light is on.
Just a plain glazed donut.
Wow.
Just to put you to sleep.
All right. Since it's the end of the show, I'm just going to give you my grievance with Krispy Kreme. For quite a long time, the only Krispy Kreme that you could ever get in Slidell was out of a gas station. And when you went to go get those Krispy Kreme out of the gas station, they were not fresh. They were not fresh. Right? And then one day, I went to Metairie. I don't remember what I was going for. And we stopped and got a box of when the light was on at the actual Krispy Kreme. And they were fantastic. But I would still take any other like mom and pop joint over those. Like there's just this, it's almost like sushi to me, right? There's a bit of this like thing about it. And I don't necessarily understand it, but it's great. I ain't never seen a donut I didn't like. So that's my little jam with that. All right. So man, our mountains are done. It is time to come to end of another episode. Andy, 47, 46?
Something like that. Yeah. 40. Yeah.
40-ish. Yeah.
Almost 50.
So, hey, look, TV episodes are out and rolling from October. We got food going this week and this month. And next month, we're going to finish off finishing off the year with some Christmas style Rushmores. We've got all of our guests lined up. We got Retro Rewind coming on. We got Randy coming back. We got Carson coming on. We got a few people that are still looking to get on here on the show. And then we're going to finish off this thing with a end of the year bash. And I am so excited about that. We're going to, here's the deal. Give me the Rushmore of your favorite stinger. The stinger is the first like 10, 30 seconds intro that we do. Give us your Rushmore of shows, right? And then give us your Rushmore of guests. How about that? So I want you to throw those out there. We're gonna put together a nice little show. Put them in the comments, right? And man, it's been just a fun time. I cannot believe it's already a year. I was sitting there thinking the other day, like, man, I feel like we just started this in my living room the other day, and we were talking while you were here for Christmas, and it's almost Christmas again. It's almost Christmas again. I was like, man, it's been so wild. But Andy, you got anything to finish us off with?
I am hungry. That is what I have to finish. All this talk of food, man, it's been great. No, Dylan, thank you for joining us today, man.
Yes, thank you for joining. We've got a couple challenges. We're going to try and see if we can't find a Popeyes or a couple things. You're coming in town, so we'll go do some gas station, go do some whatever, and check out that stuff, man. Dylan, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for being in the comments. Thank you for supporting us and being all part. We got our shirts coming. We actually freaking put them together. We ordered them. We're going to have a couple shirts going out to our guests. But, man, Andy, bro, I can't believe it. 46 times we've done this. How we in this thing?
Yeah, it's that time. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four
and nothing more.
Peace.